Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Tabletop Gaming Guild is all about the experiences and memories that playing tabletop games with friends and families can create. Today we're looking at the classic deduction game, Love Letter. This is a very small, elimination-based game that's designed to take only really a few minutes to play. So, this is obviously the digital version. It is, I believe it's free to play right now. And I'm going to play it with AI. I mean, obviously, deduction games generally are a part of the fun is, the discussion and interacting with people, but not a good start. So the concept of this is, on your turn, you're going to have two cards in your hand. You can look at what they do, and the point is to force other players out of the game and either be the only person left in the game or being the only one left with a high value card. So the highest value card of the people that's left. So it may sound counterintuitive, but starting with like two really high cards like this is actually kind of bad. Why? Because, well, Countess is a good card. People are going to be suspicious normally that I threw the Countess, especially, but on the positive side, the fact that this ability says, okay, I am forced to discard this if I have the king or the prince. So people may think I have the king or prince if I discard it. Whereas the princess, I can't discard or I automatically lose the game, because the whole point of this game is to court the princess. And if you're getting rid of the princess, you've lost the game. You're, in theory, you're trying to find the most reputable or honorable or, the highest value person to deliver your love letter to the princess. And I suppose thematically, if you have the princess left, you've delivered the letter yourself. Which... Okay, so basically, I have to discard the Countess. And they're gonna think I have... Okay, so they played a guard, so they can call out a number, and if that player has that number, they lose. They're out of the ground, so it's elimination. But since it's such a fast game, normally elimination doesn't matter. So, like, there's one player's already been eliminated. Okay, Donatello used the king to swap hands with me, which is why I now have the prince. What does the prince do? I can force them to discard their hand. So, if I use this on Donatello, because they have a princess, they lose the game because they're forced to discard the princess. Okay, so it's now just down to me and my Michael. Okay, Handmaiden, they're immune. Priest, normally I can look at their hand, but the Handmaiden protects them. Guard, they're gonna guess a number. They don't guess the right number, so I'm safe. I am gonna look at their hand again, and they have a guard. The only downside is guard can't guess another guard because it's the most common number. But that means they can't guess my number. Okay, so I have Handmaiden and guard. And I believe we're getting pretty close to the end of the round. We'll go for 4 rounds with a 4-player game. More rounds with fewer players. So let's look at there's only 1 8. I believe there's only one... the number of stars next to it is how many there are. That's right. So there's 1, 8, 7's gone, 6 is still out there, 5s are all gone, 4s, they're all gone. Oh, no, the 6 is gone too. So all the 2s are gone. So the only thing Michael can have, since I have the last guard, is a 3. Nice. So I won 1 round. I have to do that 4 more times to actually win the full game. But as you can see, it's a very quick round. So next, okay, Baron and Guard. I can look at somebody else, compare hands with another player. So they get to see my hand, I get to see them. Which, considering my other card is a Guard, that's not a terribly bad thing to have. Okay, so let's look at Mikhail. Oh! No, it is a terribly bad thing, Ken, because whoever has the lowest loses. I forgot that one. Okay, so that was a dumb move. Okay, so can I just skip until the end since I'm out? Yes, I can fast forward, and it'll play through, and we'll see who wins among the AI players. So that was a dumb, unforced mistake. Okay, so now let's see what Mikhail won that because they had the highest value card at the end, I believe. So they're protected. Donatello has a priest, so they're gonna look at my hand, so they know I have the handmaiden. And Ilario is looking at my hand, so it's really dangerous for me to keep the handmaiden. Because 2 players know I have it. If they happen to, either of them has a guard, they can knock me out. But if I play it, now I am protected. Mikhail plays the king, swaps hands with Ilario. I guess that's how you pronounce that. They play the countess, so we know they don't have the king rather. They could have the prince, or they could be just. Or they could have the princess. I'm going to play this. See if they have a prince. That seems like the most likely possibility. Yes, they had the prince, so that's why they were forced to discard the countess. So it's just me and Ilario. They played the prince, they swap hands with... No, forced me to discard my hand and draw a new one. Okay. So there's 4 guards. So this player either has the guard or the princess. Let's try the princess. And I won because everybody else has been knocked out. So that's 2 wins for me so far. Just 2 more and I've won fully. Okay, so handmaiden to protect myself, priest to see what's in somebody else's hand. Do I want... Let's do the handmaiden first. Because priest is more valuable if I have something to follow up with it. Like if I have a guard and a priest combo, that's pretty dangerous. And it's also more valuable later in the game, when the possibilities are narrowed a little bit more. Ooh, Mikhail's out because he was forced to discard the princess. Okay, so I'm going to look at Donatello. They have a guard. Which means... Ooh, okay, they're guessing a 6 for me, so which means they probably don't have the 6. So the 7's what I'm worried about. I want to try to get rid of the 7. Baron, the combined... Ooh, they had a higher than a 5. So they probably had the 7. Or the 6. Okay, let's fast forward. I lost this one, but that's just their first win. Okay, they had the 6. Countess. Okay, they guessed a 2. Yeah, kind of blind guessing if you're guessing on the first round. I don't want to discard the Countess. Unfortunately, guard is not like... It's kind of a wild guess at this point. So Guess on this person, because they're less likely. Well, I guess that's not technically true, but I was thinking they're less likely to have a guard, but technically that's not true. Let's go and say, I could guess a countess just to mislead them. I don't know how smart the AI is to know that I'm doing that, or even to have the possibility of being misled in that way. So these four are the most likely. One of those. These are least likely. I think that's why I ordered them that way. Let's guess one that they're most likely to hold on to of those. It's the Baron, and they had a Baron. Okay, because if they had a 1, you don't want to play the Baron, like I did, like an idiot, because I didn't remember exactly what the card did, and I didn't read. Okay, so I eliminated 1, and Mikhail eliminated Donatello. And Baron is super safe to play now because I have a very high card. And I eliminated Mikhail. That's my 3rd win already. So you see, we've already played 5 rounds of this game. It's been in almost no time. I win once more. I've won. But you know that even though I have this massive lead, there's no guarantee I'll win. It's not a lost cause for anybody else. They could easily win a whole bunch in a row. And okay, they have a guard. They're gonna use that guard for sure. And I can't guess a guard anyways. Okay, they're making me get rid of my guard anyways. What was I saying? Something about one of the things that will happen in a game of this is once somebody starts winning, they'll get targeted more, which seems to be happening with this AI. People will try to eliminate them faster so they don't have a chance of winning completely. So it has its own built-in catch-up mechanic, essentially. I am going to look at what the Mikhail has. He has the king, which there's a good chance he'll use it because he'll be too afraid to hold on to it. He's swapping with Donatello, which I know, now that I know Donatello has the king, and he kept the king, so I can eliminate Donatello. Oh, but they're protected by the Handmaiden. Okay, so, Baron is dangerous. Okay, so, let's go for, Princess, just, probably it's not, yeah. Okay. They had a guard, so I couldn't have guessed what they had anyways. And they're probably going to do the king now. No, they do another Handmaiden, so they're protected again. Okay. So I know the king's over there. No, chances are they don't have the princess. It's going to be... let's go countess. See if they have the countess. Yes, they had the countess. So it's down to me and Donatello, who has the king. But they won because they have the higher number, and we went through the entire deck. Oh, they have the princess? How did they get rid of the king? I missed something there. Okay. Oh, because when you play the king, you're not they wouldn't be swapping the king, they'd swap the other card that's in their hand. Duh. Like that. Okay, what card did I just have? Since I was talking and not looking. I'm pretty sure it was a guard. And so let's look at... Oh, they have the princess. So they've lost, because this guard can eliminate them easily. Oh, they swapped hands with Ilario, so now I can... Oh no, they didn't swap hands. they force him to discard. So Mikhail still has the princess, so my guard can take care of Mikhail. So, okay, so now I just got 2 people to worry about, and I am relatively safe right now. I'm guessing 3 is a dangerous number when there's a lot of guards out, but okay, so round. That one quick. See what I mean is like, no, I had a pretty sizable lead, but there's 2 wins that didn't go to me. My lead is definitely falling away at this point. Okay, so let's see what is. Let's guess they have a handmaiden. Okay. Just 1 more win and I've got this. Prince, they're gonna... Yeah, of course they do it on me. I have to discard my prince, get a new card, which is the king. Let's see. Depending on what the next thing I draw is, will determine whether I want to use this or not. A guard. So if I swap hands, well, they're going to use whatever they have. If I swap. Oh, no, if I swap hands, I'm giving them the guard, and they'll know what I have. So that would be a bad idea. Okay. I almost did something stupid. Let's say they have a baron. Yay! Okay, so yeah, a lot of this is like predicting probability, and it's actually, I'm having surprisingly a lot of fun for playing against AI. It does definitely help that this tracks the probability, but I believe in the actual physical game you know how many of each card. Well, even if the cards don't tell you, it's pretty easy to learn how many of each cards, and all the already played cards are always public information. So, ooh, this is not good. Let's see if they have the princess. So they either have a priest, in which case I'll win, or the countess. So they played countess, which that's left in the... Oh, they picked up the princess. See, now Hilario's tied with me. So my seemingly massive lead now did for very little. But now these guys are depressed because you got 2 different players that can win in this game round. But again, they're not really out of it. The nice thing about this is, like, you could, if you want, you can always cater the number of rounds to how long you want to play. As long as you say at the outset, then everybody should be fine for that. You just have to agree on how long you want the game, and it can be as long as you want. Or you can just keep playing until a set time. And just at the end of that time period, whoever has the most wins wins. So it's very flexible in that manner. Oh no, round complete. Yeah, with 4 players, the round ends very quickly. I barely even was aware what was going on because I was talking too much. And they've eliminated me already. Okay, so I can fast forward through this round. As long as Ilario doesn't win. Oh, Ilario. I should still be in it. Okay, so... yeah, I went from having this massive lead to... now there's a three-way tie so far, so... yeah, this could go any way at this point. Oof. Okay. Handmaiden, they're protected. So, eliminating the Mikael and Hilario is the priority. Okay, he doesn't have a 3. Well, he could have it now, though. Okay. So I guess the 7. Okay, he lost a priest. Guard. Yeah. Why are they trying to eliminate Donatello? Seems foolish. Okay, so what is my strategy here? Ooh, they did the Countess, so that definitely increases the probability of what they have. So let's say they have the king. See if that kills them. It does not. So, prince maybe? Or princess? Okay, so they had the princess. So my gals helped Mikael eliminate them, which is great for me. And they eliminated Mikael, so I won't lose this round, at least. Okay. So, man, I thought this was gonna be like over so quickly, but they had this massive comeback. Okay. It's becoming tenser. So they swapped hands with me, took my guard, which it's not particularly useful for me to know they have a guard. Okay, Handmaiden for Mikael. Guard is over here. Okay, they're playing the Handmaiden. So I have no idea what Mikael has now. Prince swaps hands with, or forces them to discard the card and get a new thing. And they play another guard. Okay. Prince. Oh, I have to play the counter test since I have the prince. Great. I guessed 4? Why did I guess a 4? If I had a 4, I absolutely would have played it. Okay, and they're looking at Donatello's hand. Yikes. I won! Man. Okay. So, that was Level Editor. As I said, super fast. You can kind of, it's very flexible, the length. There's not a lot to it. You can teach it in less than a minute. And this implementation works very well. And was surprisingly fun to play against AI. So yeah, there was a couple things I did that didn't make any sense. But, I mean, that one thing they didn't make any sense. But they could have been thinking I was bluffing. I don't know how intelligent the AI, whether they're able to like predict bluffing or not. But yeah, it's available on Steam. It's worth trying. Get a couple friends together, play in no time. And there's lots of different versions of this game. If you're interested in the physical game, you can just basically look for an IP that you're interested in. They have Batman, they have, well, I think there's a Munchkin one. I think that pretty much, you name it, they probably have an IP for it. Thank you again for watching. Please join us again on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and other social medias. And please don't forget to like and subscribe.